All right, welcome. So this is take two because I just recorded this entire video and my microphone was on mute. So let's do this again. So basically, this video is going to be how to get approved for A2P. And I've noticed, and I had this problem myself. I tried to get approved. I got rejected numerous times, and I didn't know what I was doing wrong. And yes, it's very annoying. I know people hate it. I hate it myself. Um, so let's go through this. It if you follow these steps, like I said, I tried many other methods, and this method was the only one that got me approved with no problems. And actually, really quickly, I think in 24 or 48 hours, I was approved. Um, and yeah, let's go. Okay, so to do this, we're gonna use the Extendly snapshot, A2P snapshot by Extendly. It's 100% free, and I highly recommend it because this is what I've used and it got me approved. I will attach the link below to get the snapshot, and I will go through this now of, installing the snapshot into your agency account, installing the snapshot into a sub account, getting everything set up so that we can start the application process. So there's actually two snapshots. There's a client snapshot and there's the agency snapshot. The client snapshot is basically what you and everybody else needs to get approved. Gives you, a funnel, a form, some other things that we'll look into in a second. And the agency snapshot is actually pretty cool. It gives it's a white label course on how to set up the snapshot that you can give to your clients with some automations to actually uh, like invite your clients to do a kind of like a done for you A2P snapshot, and you can charge them a fee for that or something like that. So they give that all for free. Um, I'm just going to focus on the client snapshot for now. You can go through the course once you get it yourself and look at the agency light, but let's go with the client for now. So click on the client snapshot, installing the client snapshot module or lesson, and click this, and this will bring the snapshot into your account. You'll obviously have to click import now. I already done this, so we're going to go straight to my one of my accounts to load that in, which I kind of also already done. So like I said, I had to re-record this. So, but from there, we're going to load the snapshot. Now they are A2P. They are a bunch of different things in here. In my opinion, all you really need is the form and the funnels. So in this case, I'm just going to completely skip everything. And then I'm going to select the form and I'm going to go to the funnel and websites and click select all. Nothing else is really required. There are maybe some custom fields. Actually, there's no custom fields. These are the two things that you're going to need to get approved. Nothing else is necessarily required. So you can click proceed and then click proceed. Okay, I already done this, so I'm just going to switch into the sub account. Okay, there we go. So what is in here? Now we have a funnel and a form, and we're just going to need to quickly configure those funnels and forms. So first of all, we need to make sure a domain is added. So you can just type in this is what the funnel is going to be called, or you can type in A2P and it will come up. And we want to obviously make sure a domain is connected. This is just a test account, so I don't actually have one, but make sure you do that, add the domain and click save. And from there, you want to just, in my opinion, I recommend changing this path of the step URL to something like contact info or, you know, contact us or something like that. Um, and I'll explain why in a second. But when you do this, just make sure that it's not going to conflict. I mean, if you do it like contact and there's another page within the same account that has contact, it'll add some numbers because of a conflict. But you don't want this to be your main contact page. It's just literally just here for the application of A2P. So keep that in mind. So then there's also the terms and conditions page, which is very basic. You can go and create your own if you like. I would recommend taking this part out. You should take this part out before you go and submit it. Same thing on the privacy policy, but this is just a quick generator that you can use if you want to create your own. Uh, and then the way that this works is just going to pull in the name of the account. So for example, snapshot account, you'll see snapshot account. Okay, nothing else really needs to be changed. Again, you can go through the Extendly training to really get a more in-depth training. I'm just going to kind of show you everything that you really need without the fluff on top. So there you go. Do that for both pages. Same thing here, privacy policy, terms and conditions. It will obviously change the URL if there's a conflict with another page, which is totally fine. You can leave these two the same. But what you do need to make sure of is on this page, the main info page, you're going to see a few things. One, agree to terms and conditions. This is actually the form. So we're gonna need to go and edit that form and put the URL once you attach your domain of that terms and condition page. Same thing here and same thing here for the privacy policy. So make sure you edit this funnel, highlight it, paste in that proper link for those pages. That's very important. If you don't do that, you will get declined. So please listen to those instructions. And same thing with the form. So if we go to the form, we will see that there is the terms and condition, default checkbox that GoHighLevel gives us. And just to highlight over this, you can click on this button here and click on link, and you can put in the link. See, I already done it. So we're good to go. Once you do those two things, we can go, we're almost ready to start the application, but we want to go to the business profile and make sure that everything here is filled out. So the legal business name, and by the way, this lesson is really strictly for people who have some sort of tax ID, um, or is not a sole prop. Okay, so you have to write it out exactly how it's registered with the EIN or tax ID, and that's very important. Business email, business phone, business website, the niche. Click save. Come down to business information. For example, I have an LLC. You can put technology if you're selling high level, or maybe marketing if that's in here. And then I have an EIN. I paste my EIN. I'm in US and Canada. Click save. Okay. Business physical address. This is also very important because this needs to be where the business is registered. If it doesn't match up with the IRS's information, then you most likely will get declined. So just make sure this is where you registered the business. And same thing here, just make sure this is the authorized representative, whoever owns the business or the business is registered to. Okay. All of those things is very straightforward. Just fill that out. It'll save you a headache. Once you do that, we are now ready to submit the application. So we're going to go to phone numbers and then the trust center. Click on start registering now. And we're going to go through some basic things here. So is the business registered in the US? Yes. Do I have a tax ID? Yes. Okay, great, because I'm not a sole prop. So now everything here is filled out. We can click continue. And if it's not filled out on the business profile, they will allow you to fill it out here. But just it kind of saves you a little bit of time to do it there, because if you need to reapply, it's usually saved. So that's how I like to do it. It pulls in the information. Business address, that's all good to go. My email or contact info, that's good to go. Now, low volume standard, that's what I recommend. It is easier to get approved for. It is limited on the amount of segments per day. In my use case, I'm not, really doing much marketing with this phone number. So I'm going to do 6,000. If you really need to go and do 600,000 segments per day, then do it. It's okay. You could do it, but it might be a little bit more difficult to get approved, or it might take a little longer to get approved. And keep in mind, segments are not necessarily one message. Segments are technically I think it's like 140 characters. So every 140 characters is basically a segment. Okay, and then you're just going to acknowledge that you're going to be charged for this application. And if you're an agency and you have rebilling on, then it will just charge them the cost, so you don't have to eat that cost. Click continue. Now this is the part that is really the most important thing. Everything else is pretty basic. If you follow those instructions that I gave you so far, you'll get approved for the brand approval. You'll get approved for no problem. So it's really and most people do. Most people get approved for the brand and they have issues with the campaign, and it's all because they didn't do these two steps properly. So this is the part where you can literally copy and paste what Extendly gives you in this course. So if we open up the course, we can go to the lesson that looks like this, walkthrough, registering a company with an 8-step wizard and messages. So that's the one. And we're going to literally copy everything that they put in here. So we'll start with the campaign use case description. And also, by the way, you need to make sure that you put the campaign use case again, low volume mixed, and we're going to paste. Now this, you don't need to change anything. You're good to go. We can go to the next one, sample message 1. We do need to change some things. So you can leave it as Susan, that's fine. Just take out the brackets on all of these. And where it says this is John, you're going to want to put in the name of the authorized rep that we entered in earlier. So in this case, it's me, Abraham, and we're going to use like test LLC as the example. Now, if you are registering as an EIN, you can use the business friendly name, which there's the legal name, the legal entity name, and there's also like the friendly business name or business friendly name, something like that in the business profile. You can use that. So you can just use like, hi, this is company test or company, a company name, and that's all you need. Okay, so that's it. You can copy that. Just make sure to change take out the brackets, put in the registered business name as who it's coming from, and enter the company name. Okay, same thing with sample message number 2. We will take out the brackets. We're going to put in your test LLC consultation is coming up. Take out the brackets, and that's it. Now, if you are using a tax ID or an EIN or whatever, you can keep these boxes checked. But if you are a sole prop, I recommend taking that off. So that's it. You can click submit, and now we can go to user consent. Okay. Now here is where that website comes in, the funnel comes in. So we're going to paste that in. Now this is where you're going to add that link that we got before, that funnel that you have in the snapshot, and just paste that in here. And the reason why we do this and not send them to your main website is because they don't want to have to go and search through your whole website to find your contact form with the checkbox. And you want to make it as easy as possible for them to just take a look, open the link, take a look, see that the checkbox is there, and you should be good to go. So that's why we do this. So make sure you paste that in. That's very important. Get rid of this and put in your own. And then same thing here, company name. We're going to put in Test LLC. Okay, and take that out. Your phone number, this should be the phone number that you're registering for. So usually use the default phone number that's in your phone numbers tab up there. So in this case, I'm just going to change this out and put some random phone number as an example. And start, subscribe, and you can just add join. You don't really need to copy exactly what they have in here, but that's basically what they have. Start, join, and subscribe. That's totally fine. And then for the opt out, same thing. Just remove the brackets. Test LLC. Now, if you followed everything that I just showed you so far, let's review. We got the funnel. We added our domain. We changed the privacy policy and the terms and condition URL on the funnel itself and on the form on the hyperlink. We added our domain. We put in our domain here. We put in all the information, we input all the proper information in the business profile, and we follow the exact steps up to this point. You can go ahead and click submit, and you're very likely to get approved in the next day or two. So let me know if that works for you. If you could leave a comment, come back and let me know if it works. Go check out the snapshot. By the way, I do work at Extendly, and I'm not promoting them. I don't get any bonus for this. They probably don't even know I'm doing this, but I vouch for them so much because it really works. Like I said, I applied for 3 or 4 different accounts and got approved 3 or 4 times on each account until I literally followed this exact method and I got approved. So go check it out. They're awesome, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.